Hey everyone, welcome to another video. My name is Shikha and I'm so grateful that you guys are watching my videos and subscribing to them. I really appreciate it. You have no idea. It's so gratifying. In today's video, I wanted to speak to you guys about a pet peeve that I guess I have, but I know a lot of INFJs have as well. It seems that we have a lot of pet peeves. But one of the pet peeves that we definitely have is that we do not understand people who do not know themselves, who believe that they are something and they're actually not that at all. And so I guess it's kind of like a basic form of lying to themselves. They're just not aware of who they truly are. And for a person like an INFJ who spends so much time, we spend years and years and years and years analyzing ourselves, figuring out who am I, what do I like, how do I behave, why do I behave like this in a certain situation? Why do I do that in a certain different situation? How can I change myself? How can I improve myself? We are constantly asking ourselves these questions, constantly debating with ourselves, constantly analyzing ourselves, our work, our quirks, our characteristics, our personality, everything. We're constantly talking to ourselves about ourselves because we want to be that Aristotle-themed person that says, know thyself. Know thyself. That's the most important paramount for an INFJ, is to know themselves, because they want to know who they are so they can live in this world better. If you don't know who you are, you're not going to be able to live in this world properly. There are a lot of people, though, that we meet who are not like that. They perhaps think that they've done work on themselves, or they think that they are something, but they're not. And so you look at them, and I'm sitting there and I'm looking at these people and I'm thinking to myself, you are full of shit. You have no idea what the hell you're talking about. You don't know who you are at all. You think you do know who you are, but you don't. And in that regard, instantaneously warning bells go off in my head, and I'm thinking to myself, if you don't know who you even are, how can I trust any words that come out of your mouth? How can I trust anything that you say? I cannot trust anything that you say, is basically the tenet of it, right? So basically what we kind of assume from that is that this person is not trustworthy. I can't believe anything that they say because they don't know what they're talking about, even the basic of thing, which is who they are. And in that regard, either we're not going to be very close friends with them, they're just going to be a passing acquaintance, or we're going to do the door slam on them. Again, it seems like we do a door slam very often, but there are a lot of people out there who do not deserve, I guess, our attention, I should say, or just don't deserve. If you're going to lie to us constantly, if you don't even know who you are, how can I have a conversation with you? How can I have an honest to goodness conversation with you? If you think that you're spiritual but you're not, if you think that you're generous but you're not, if you think that you're organized but you're not, and you keep on saying these words to me and it's not the truth, how can I believe anything that you say? How can I have a conversation with you? How is it possible? With INFJs can't have a conversation with those people. We could do small talk, but as you guys already know, we hate small talk. So what am I going to talk to you about? Because what is going to come out of your mouth is constant lies, constant unknowingness. You don't know yourself at all. And so I'm not going to inform you of that fact because it's not my responsibility. Again, it's not our responsibility, guys, as INFJs to inform anyone of their faults. We do that a lot. And I'm so guilty of that. Oh my God, I need to really stop doing that because it's not our responsibility. We're not the mothers and fathers of these people. We're not the grandparents. We're not the teachers. We're not the coaches. We're not anything to them. We're just friends. Friends do not behave like that. Do not do it unless they're asking for feedback. And most of these people, because they think they already know themselves, they're not going to ask you for feedback. And so don't even bother. Please, guys, do not waste your energy on it. I know you really want to because you're an INFJ and counseling is in our blood, and so giving feedback is in our blood. It's in our genes, it's in our DNA. Stop doing that. Just stop doing that to people, because what you're going to get is backlash. You're going to get a lot of backlash coming at you, and then you're going to be all disappointed, and you're going to wonder, what am I doing with my life? Why is all this happening? All that stuff that INFJs do. We're going to overanalyze ourselves. We're going to think that we're horrible human beings. We're going to berate ourselves. It's going to go into a spiral of depression. You don't want that. Just avoid it completely. Do not give any feedback to people unless they come to you and specifically ask you for feedback. Do not be the first person to give them feedback. Just don't even bother with that. Please don't. Because it's so disheartening for me to see it happening around me. Because I see the INFJ with good intentions going out there and giving feedback to this person who does not want it, and then being backlashed at or like denigrated or berated for it, and then the INFJ is sulking off and going off to the corner because they have no idea what they did wrong. Well, this person didn't ask you for help, so please don't do that to them. Just don't do it. So I've stopped doing that in general. Like I try very hard, unless I'm in a a group meetup where we're actually supposed to be giving feedback, then I'll give feedback. But in general, it is my responsibility to keep my mouth shut. Even if you know something about someone, and you know it's so clear, it's like clear as day that this is something that they should be informed of, do not do it. Just don't do it. Because what's going to happen is that person's going to hate you for it. And we just don't need more hate in this world. We just don't. Just don't do it. Just please don't. Just listen to me. I've had lots of experience with this. It's basically what happens in general with INFJs and people who don't know themselves is that, again, as I said, we do not trust them. Because after a certain point of time, if you are in your 30s or 40s or 50s or whatever it might be, even in your 20s, you should have asked yourself a few questions, like, who am I? What kind of characteristics do I have? What is the truth of who I am is the basic question. Because a lot of people can believe that they're organized, but they actually are not organized. A lot of people can believe that they are spiritual, but they're actually the worst people on this planet. And they go to temple, but at home they beat their wives. That's the kind of thing, the contradiction that I'm speaking about. So if you're telling me in person that you're a great human being, but I know that your wife gets beaten up every night or every week, then I know you're lying to me. So a lot of people have this contradiction in themselves because they think something about themselves, because we always want to think the best of ourselves, right? But INFJs don't do that. We don't think the best of ourselves. In fact, we always think the worst of ourselves. We always think that we're the worst people on this planet. We always have the worst opinion of ourselves. It's just the way it is. We just don't think good of ourselves at all because we have such a high standard that we hold ourselves to and the people around us. It's all right to hold yourself to a high standard. Don't hold the people around you to a high standard, though. It's not your responsibility to do that. If you do that, you're always going to be disappointed. And when you're disappointed, then that's when, you're going to do the door slam. And it's just too much. Also, most people don't want to be held to such a high standard. Most people are happy being at a lower standard of life. They're totally fine being at a mediocre level. They don't want to be at a higher level as we do. So why are you pushing them in that direction when they don't want that? You're not doing them any favors. You're not doing anything good for them. You're wasting their time. You're wasting your energy. Why are you doing this? Why do we always do that? Why do we need to push other people into different modes or formats when we don't actually need to do that? Why are we doing that? Guys, why? Don't do that, please. Just stop wasting your time with that. It's not necessary. It's not a good use of your time. It's not a good use of your energy. So let's move on from that. Yeah? And so that's what we do as INFJs, that we don't trust people who don't know themselves. After a certain point in time, I feel like you should know yourself. You should have asked enough questions of yourself. You should know that you don't like this kind of omelet, or you should know what kind of coffee you like, or if you like coffee or not. You should know what kind of political party you work for, or what religion you are. Don't people ask these questions? Don't they analyze themselves? And I know the question is no. So that's a reason why INFJs don't get along with a lot of people, because they're just fluffing around and talking to us as if they have no clue what the hell is going on. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I'm going to kill myself if I have to sit with this person any longer, because I'm going to explode. I'm going to literally tell them they have no idea what they're doing, and that's not good. I don't want to do that, guys. I don't want to be that person who explodes at everyone because they don't know what they're doing. Because most people don't care. Just remember that. Stop doing that to yourself. Yeah? Hope this makes sense to you guys. I hope that INFJs are not painted in a completely horrible picture in this video. We're good people, I promise you. We just have many quirks. If you guys want to join my team, you can go on to patreon.com/boomshikha. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think of it in the comment section. If you guys have any feedback, obviously let me know. And I'll talk to you guys next time around. Bye for now.